For as long as I can remember, we've been serving chai. It's called chai. It is grown in the Eastern Black Sea, and it's often served strong, black, and can be added with a sweetener or a touch of honey or sugar, and it brings us together. It's something that brings us together, and I only put chai on when there's somebody coming over. Usually it's dependent on how strong the person wants it. So roughly it's about just underneath the line. So the glasses are with lines. There are glasses out now that don't have the lines and a bit more fancy, but usually we use this as a guide on how strong we want to make it. I can put lemon on the side because there are certain people that like the lemon inside as well. We usually serve it with nuts and things on the side as snacks as well. So I think there's a lot of misconception about refugees. People assume we flee our countries willingly, and that's certainly not the case. My story tells you about a young mother with 3 children and how she fled Kosovo to obviously get us here, get us to freedom. She explains it and says it was probably one of the toughest times during her life. My mum obviously refreshes our memory and says that how we struggled to get through borders, and we were waiting in hotels in certain countries, not knowing whether we were going back or coming here. We got here and it was freedom for us. And freedom can also mean home. It can mean peace. In the home, there should be peace, right? So, yeah, you can obviously look at freedom as home too. Home to me is a smell. When I go back home to Kosovo, I get off the aeroplane and it's a smell. It hits me. It hits me, that smell. You're like...
I know you can't sip it because it's Ramadan.
I know. I made it for you. I'll have it after 6. The word refugee, it's funny because when I went to primary school and everyone called me a refugee, I felt like an outcast. I felt like I didn't belong here, and I still remember it. You're a refugee. Like, why have you come here? You're a refugee. It really hurt at the time, but now I'm proud to say I'm a refugee. Yes, I was a refugee, and yes, I did struggle to get here. I would hope that obviously getting this out there and getting this message across to people to obviously not look at the refugees in the same way that I was obviously treated back then. And I think with people's understanding and more learning, they can actually understand that they're just like us and trying to build a foundation in the UK. But yeah, refugee meant a lot of things to me when I went to school, and it means a lot to me now.